attacking and them defending. You know, where you're not both counter-attacking each at the same time. So they have different terminology and all that sort of thing. So I want to introduce to the chess world this development theory, and it's a theory, like I said, I've been working on for over 20 years. And what is momentum? Now, every piece has a value. You could say the king's value is 0 or infinite, depending on how you look at it. The king is the white rabbit that everyone is chasing, okay? Now you've got the rooks, they form a brigade, the rook brigade, the heavy brigade. You've got the knights, 2 bishops, and obviously the 2 royals. So, and you've got the pawns, and then you've got the center pawns versus the edge pawns. Okay? Very, very clear, easy to understand. So, at this point, there is 0 momentum. Now, momentum is an easy equation to work out. It's the value of the piece by the activity. Alright? So, let's say the knight. It is the knight's value, which is 3, okay, multiplied by its activity. Okay, now its activity is numbers of squares in their half of the board, and so we're talking about 4 squares. When the knight's on a dark square, obviously it jumps to the light, so 4 light squares. Alright, so, and its value is 3, so 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so we know that its momentum number is very, very high. Okay, here, and obviously the knight is a special case. It's the only piece that jumps, but more importantly, it's angular. It's angular momentum. It's angular activity. You can think of it in arcs, not in a circle, not in a linear activity down a line. So we'll talk about the difference between angular activity and linear activity, but the first thing that I really want to just sort of emphasize with you is the theory that momentum in your position, right, is very, very important to calculate the position and evaluate the position. It can determine whether you sacrifice a piece or not. It can determine whether your defenses will hold. No matter what they're doing, your defenses seem weak, but it will actually hold. And so it will help you. The better you evaluate, see the big differences between a grandmaster and a master, and a club player and a club player and a beginner is that how they evaluate position. Alright? And how they understand that to destroy them and to checkmate the king, you don't just need activity, you need to be able to bring that maximum momentum, maximum activity against their weak points, and so it can. The theory explains so much about chess. Now, every piece has a value. Pawns have a value of 1. I always like to say center pawns have a value of 1.5, but to 2. But we'll talk about that, relative values and so on. So what is force in the position? Now, I don't want to go into the complexities of it too much, but the amount of force that you're applying to them is the activity, the change of activity every change of tempo, change of time, right? So it's